Hello, my name is Sarah Kinlen and welcome to my LifePage. Today I'm going to talk about acting. But before I begin, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my background. So when I left school, I went to art college. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew I was interested in the arts. Halfway through that, I realized that being an artist was quite a lonely job and I really longed to connect with other people. So it's about being present. It's about literally being able to take action, not just being in your head. And that can be challenging in our world, which is very head-driven, and our educational system kind of puts the intellect above all else. So acting for me has very much been a journey of unlearning a lot of the conditioning and educational systems that I was brought up in. The first thing is psychological awareness. There's no formal training for acting. I mean, you can go to drama school, but it's not the only way. I've met lots of actors from various different walks of life and various different backgrounds, but the one thing we all have in common is this kind of psychological awareness. Awareness of ourselves and awareness of others. The first and most important one is observation. I mentioned psychological awareness earlier. A component of this is being able to observe the world around you. It sounds really basic, and I remember when I was in drama school, my drama teacher at the time mentioned this, and I thought, this guy's stupid. He thinks that we don't do this already, but actually, I think there was a whole other layer of observation that I wasn't doing until that point. I thought I was an observant person, but acting requires a deeper kind of observation. So it really comes back to being present. So when you're in front of the camera or when you're on stage, you need to be present, but you also need to be present. The first one for me is self-expression. It's the most beautiful thing imaginable when you express yourself fully and you feel like you're connecting with your audience, whether that's in a theatre or through the lens of a camera. So rejection is the biggest one for me and for a lot of actors, I'd say. So you will get rejected constantly. You'll get told no, or you won't even get told no. You'll not hear anything after an audition. You'll be waiting, and maybe you're at a party and you'll meet another actor and they tell you about this great role that they've just gotten, and you realize that's the part you were up for. And then you're trying to put on a smile and be happy for them. And inside you could be dying. So I'm going to break it into two parts. The first is the day when you're not working. As in, you're not working as an actor. You're getting up in the morning, brushing your teeth, doing all the normal things you do. You're going to your day job if you're lucky to have one. But you're remembering you are an actor. So you may be teaching, you may be working in a shop, you may be, driving a taxi, whatever you do to make money, you're doing that thing, and you're going to come across people who think that that's what you are, you're that job, and that's fine. And then you may come across other people who know that you're an actor and might ask you questions like, what's coming up, what's next? And maybe you don't have something that's next, and you have to deal with that. And you also have to deal mentally with your own perception of what you should be doing, because you're waking up doing the thing that you don't necessarily love or aren't as passionate about. Personally, as an English language teacher, I am quite passionate about it, so I'm lucky to have found something that I quite enjoy. But I don't forget that I'm also an actor, and I don't forget that I'm constantly learning from people. So I work with people coming from all different countries, and I'm constantly learning about their lives, and I constantly have that switch on as an actor to use every moment for the day that I am acting. So you never stop being an actor. As I said, it's a vocation, and you're on all the time in a way. That doesn't mean you're not being yourself, and it doesn't mean that you're thinking about acting all the time, not consciously. You're not thinking about acting all the time. You're doing your job, you're being in the moment, but it's always in the back. And then you might come home from your day job and you might send out your CV. Actually on set, it's a good idea to be talking with them and getting to know them as much as possible so that you can deliver something real and potent in front of the camera. If you're in a theatre show, you might have a very long day of a tech rehearsal, very tiring, much repetition. Again, it's not just about you on a day like that. This is when they're focusing the lights the day before the show opens or previews. And it can be physically challenging, particularly in theatre. You need to be fit and have kind of mental stamina. And you might be glad when the day is over and realize, geez, it's actually quite hard work, but there's an enjoyment for sure. Knowing that you've done a good job is great. I hope I've been able to give you a balanced view of acting. Thank you.